Thank you, Mr. President, members, and I rise in support of this bill, a critically important bill. Senator Westrom was saying that if you complain about farmers, don't talk with your mouth full. I remember a bumper sticker when I was a kid that a number of our neighboring farmers used to have on their pickups that said, farming is everybody's bread and butter. And I think that's important to keep in mind as we vote on this bill and move this bill forward, because the fact is that everybody depends on a healthy, strong farm economy here in Minnesota. You know, 1 in 5 jobs actually does relate somehow back to agriculture, and it is a very important part of our Minnesota economy, and this is really an urgency. The seriousness of and the devastation of the drought from last year, and also the bill dealing with the avian flu. So we're trying to get out ahead of another emergency situation and deal with last year's emergency from the drought. But it was one of the most devastating in decades. And so we've seen a loss of a lot of livestock farmers, dairy farmers, and other livestock farmers, as well as specialty crop farmers, which this bill is also for. We need to have a diverse agricultural economy in order to have a strong agricultural economy. I think that it's important to note that we have lost so much in the way of livestock over the years. I think back to when I was a kid growing up on our farm. Everybody had cattle, everybody had livestock, and it was quite common. Now today, there's very few left who are raising livestock as well as crops. And so I think that we need to try to save the diversity that we currently have, try to build on that. It's critically important, again, to the strength of our economy. I think it's important for our self-sufficiency as well. We in Minnesota, we talk about self-sufficiency when it comes to energy, and there's no, I guess, more basic form of energy than food, right? So we want to be self-sufficient when it comes to producing our own meat, producing our own milk, producing our own vegetables and other food that we need. That strengthens our state as a whole. Again, it's everybody's bread and butter. So we can't afford to lose any more. And we've lost a lot just in the last few months because of this devastating drought. And if we don't act quickly, we're going to lose a lot more every day. Every day is critical here to ensuring that we save the livestock farmers we currently have. And of those that are still around, many of them have had to scale back the number of animals and livestock that they have. So again, this urgency is you know, time is of essence here. And we're not making the farmers whole, we're just giving them enough help, a hand up, just to get them to the next growing season, so that they can just hang on until they can start producing, again, hay and feed in the next growing season. So, so again, I encourage people to support this bill. You know, Senator Frentz was talking about how everybody comes to the aid of everyone, of others who are struggling in our state when natural disasters hit. That's true, and this is a natural disaster that's extremely devastating. And I'm glad to see that we're living up to that great Minnesota tradition where we come together. And that's happened in the Ag Committee. I'd like to thank all the members of the Ag Committee for coming together as we have to demonstrate that when people are struggling in our state for reasons that are no fault of their own, we come to the assistance and the aid to ensure that they're able to make it through those difficult times. And so I encourage members' support. We set aside politics, and I'm anticipating a strong bipartisan vote today on this bill, and demonstrating to Minnesota that when it comes to helping those that are struggling, we've set politics aside to make sure that we do right by the people of Minnesota. So thank you.